Friends, we are very happy to inform you that e-modules are prepared for B.Ed program at Telangana by the School of Education, Osmania University under Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching Scheme MHRD New Delhi. It's indeed our pleasure to share with the teacher educators and the prospective teachers and get maximum benefit out of it. It's a first of its attempt by us. We continue to add many more such lessons to share with you all.
Hello friends, welcome to the e-module session organized by Osmania University. I am Hafiza, working as a lecturer at Paniniya Mahavidyalaya College of Education. Today we are going to discuss about the factors affecting language learning. Okay. So, here are some factors that may affect the learning process. Let us go more depth about what are these factors which are affecting the children in learning. Here you can see on the slide there are 7 factors that are affecting in learning language. They are intellectual factors, right. The second one, learning factors, physical factors, mental factors, emotional and social factors, teacher's personality, environmental factors. Okay. These are the 7 major factors where the children are facing, right. So, let us go more about detailed about each area, right. See here you can see for learning process actually it was found that the pupil difficulty in learning may be due to many factors within the child in himself, right. If the child is not ready not in a position of readiness, that is these are the factors affecting around within him, right. See, for learning process you need the needs, input, measurement and also the reinforce, right. So, here are the picture symbolically indicating what are the effect that are making difficulties in learning process. Okay. Now, going to the first area, that is intellectual factor. See, the term intellectual itself refers to individual mental level. Okay. You can't compare one child to the other. Every child is unique. We know it very well. So, success in the school is generally closely related to level of intellect, right. People with low intellect often encounter seriously difficult in mastering school work, isn't it. So, mainly the teacher who is discussing about the concept, whatever she is going to teach, always the teacher will pointing out the slow learners, because she want everyone in the class to reach her objectives, right. So, sometimes the child may feel very difficulty in mastering all these school works. Sometimes people do not learn because of special intellectual disabilities. Sometimes it can be also happen because of their intellectual disabilities. Child may feel difficulty in learning the process, whatever the language or any subject or concept, right. It is in a survey, it is found that a pregnant woman in her first 3 months, if she consumes complete nutritious food, then the child to whom she is going to give birth will be more intellectual, it seems. So, that was the thing discovered, right. So, going more depth about the intellectual facts, the low score in one subject and his score in another subjects indicate the possible presence of special deficiency. See, sometimes you find children scoring in one subject the maximum marks, in the other lower, right, because that may lead to many reasons, right. Psychological reveals to use that an individual process difficult kind to intelligence. Knowledge of nature of the people, intellect is of considerable value in the guidance and diagnosis of disability. Okay. So, it is we have to know about what is his main problem in regarding this intellectual factor. then we have to guide him and diagnose the disability whatever the child is facing. So, the native capacity of individual of prime important is determining the effect of the learning process. So, each child is different. So, the child may have difficulty in some subjects, scoring maximum marks in one subject and low in another subject. That is because of, maybe because of the teacher, subject, interest, environmental, anything it can be, or sometimes it can be because of his individual lackness, right. Coming to the next area, that is learning factors. See, this is nothing but, learning is nothing but to improve ourselves, to know more about the concept. The learning factors are, you can see the slide. Factors owing to lack of mastery of what has been taught. Faculty methods of work or study and narrowness of experimental background may affect the learning process of any pupil. See, sometimes the pre-knowledge, whatever they have learned previously, it should be connected to the whatever they are learning at present. So, sometimes this whatever they have learned, maybe they forgot, or they did not show interest while the process is going on, and they are very difficulty way they are not able to connect to the present situation. That may also be one of the factors in making the learning factor process, right. If the school proceed too rapidly and does not constantly check up on the extent to which the pupil is mastering what is being taught. See, whenever a session is completed, whatever the teacher has wanted to teach in the class, when she completed teaching process, it is her duty to recapitulate whatever she has done. Then only the pupil will able to recall the matter whatever they have learned. If we go on rapidly, constantly without any break, so that teacher want to just complete her syllabus, then that is also one of the factor in learning the content. So, the people accumulate a number of deficiency that interfere with successful progress, right. These are the accumulates of the deficiency that people are suffering in learning the things. See, for example, in arithmetics, for instance, knowledge of basic addition is essential to success work in multiplication, isn't it? When the child is very much aware how to add the things, how to do the addition in whatever the process, whether it is in a row model or column model, and very well understood about the concept, then only they can move forward for the other concept, that is multiplication, right. If the basic 4 fundamentals are well known, then only they can go forward for the next session of the chapters like decimals, fractions, whatever it is. If they stuck on the same thing where they are back, confusing in counting, confusing in subtracting, then the child feels very difficult when the teacher is going on with the next chapter, right. Weakness in addition will contribute directly to the deficiency in multiplication. Likewise, failure in history may be due to low reading ability or weakness in English. Okay. In the same way, they may fail in other subject in capturing whatever they have they are reading because of maybe weakness of English. Now, moving forward to the next area, that is physical factors. Physical factors are nothing but these, under this group are included such factors as health, physical development, nutrition, visual and physical defense and glandular abnormality, right. It is generally recognized that ill health retards physical and motor development, and malnutrition interfere with learning and physical growth, right. See, if the child is growing, developing his physical and mental health with the same proportion with the age, his or her age, then automatically the everything will the physical development and the mental health development will be normal, and he will be able in the position to capture whatever the learning process is going on. So, when say for example, when the child is felt unhealthy because of maybe it is a fever or a flu or whatever it is, that time the body and the mind will not support the child to for the learning process, right. In the same way, the physical and the mental health factors also one of the factors which are affecting the child in learning process, right. Now, so see here, children suffering from visual, auditory and other physical deficiency are seriously handicapped in developing skills such as reading and spelling, right. Some children are having suffering problem like visual and auditory also. That type of children always they feel difficulty in developing their skills regarding the reading and spelling. Okay. It has been demonstrated that various glands of internal secretion such as thyroid and pituitary glands affect behavior. Okay. The health of the learner will likely affect his ability to learn and his power to concentrate. Okay. When the health is supporting, then only he will be likely to ability in the effective way to learn and his power be concentrated, right. These are the physical factors where the child is facing with in learning process. Now, coming to the next area, that is mental factors. Here mental is nothing but it is about the attitude, right. Attitude falls under mental factors. Attitude are made up of organic and kinesthetic elements. Okay. They are not to be confused with emotion that are characterized by internal visual disturbances. Attitudes are more and less of defined sort. They play a large part in the mental organization and general behavior of the individual. Okay. So, here attitude also playing a major role in a particular an individual in generating his behavior. So, moving forward more depth about this attitude. See, attitude also an important in the development of personality. Among these attitudes, interest, cheerfulness, affection, prejudice, open mindedness and loyalty. See, the child is with always showing interest towards whatever he is learning, showing interest in the matter, in the more depth about the concept, always in a cheerful manner, always showing affection, and always he should be open minded in whatever he is learning. Then that time this type of attitude will help the child in more effective learning, isn't it, right. Attitude exercise a simultaneous effect upon the rate of learning and teaching and upon the progress in school, right. Moving ahead, the efficiency of the work from day to day and the rapidity with which it is achieved are influenced by the attitude of the learner. A favorable mental attitude facilitate learner. Okay. The factors of interest is very closely related to that of symbolic drive and rewards. Okay. So, you see, if the attitude, even the faculty should show an attitude that she is very much interested, she or he are very much interested in showing the concept or showing affection towards the child, that is also one of the thing, symbolical drive, that giving rewards to the children, that is also one of the factors in making the learning process more effectively, right. Moving ahead, the next area is emotional and social factors. Here the personal factors such as instincts and emotional and social factors such as cooperation and rivalry and are directly related to complex psychology of motivations, right. It is a recognized fact that the various response of the individual to various kind of stimuli are determined by the wide variety of tendencies. Okay. So, even the emotional factors also affecting in learning process. Okay. See, some of these innate tendencies are constructive and other are harmful. For some reasons, a people may have developed a dislike for some subjects because he may fail to see its values or may lack foundation. This dislike results in a bad emotional state. See, for sometimes the child may feel fail to see the main values of learning so and so process, or he may having a lack of foundation. Okay. This is also emotionally he will become very sad and very bad in emotional state, and that in that stage he is not able to receive the concept whatever it is taught by the teacher, right. Some people are in continuous state of unhappiness because of their fear of being victim of the disapproval of their teacher and classmates, right. See, this is one of the factor when the teacher or the friend started comparing with the others, that he is not in a position to answer whatever the questions were asked by the teacher, or not at all involving in any movement. You find, or either sometimes even the friends also, if the friends he is expecting something from the friends, the expectation may not be he seen by from the friends, that time that is also one of the reason the child may feel always unhappy and have a fear of moving into the classroom, and this is also one of the disapproval of their teacher and classmates. If the teacher encourage each and every child with whatever the answer, if the teacher identifies the unhappiness of the child, then she make the child to aware of whatever to make over the fear whatever he is facing, that makes the child happiness, right. This is a unwholesome attitude and affection the learning process to be considerable degree. This is often the results of bad training. Okay, right. Social disconnect spring from knowledge of delicious that one is below other in welfare. Okay, even in the social society, if whenever we speak everything in a positive manner, if the teacher always try to speak in a positively and make the class more effective and attracting towards the subject whatever she is teaching, that is also one of the happiness factor, thing happens in the classroom, and each and every child will be in a emotional attracted to the subject, right. Now, moving forward to the teacher's personality. Here I do not mean that personality is what is appearing externally. This is the teacher's internal personality, right. Of course, personality what we are appearing outside is just genetically. We can't point out on someone's personality, right. The teacher is an individual personality, is an important element in learning environment or in the failure of success of the learner. Okay. Actually, teacher is a facilitator of the learning process, right. She should be in such a position to make the environment more friendly, right. The way in which his personality interact with the personalities of the pupil being taught help to determine the kind of behavior which emerges from the learning situation, right. Whatever the stage he might be, he or she might be, she should come down to the children's personality. She should understand the mental ability, mental stage and the age factor, everything she should understand, and she should come down to their level, and then only the classroom will go in a friendly manner. Okay. See, the supreme value of a teacher is not in a regular performance or routine duties, but in his power to lead and inspire his pupils through the influence of his moral personality and example. Okay. Strictly speaking, personality is made up of all the factors that make the individual what he is, the complex pattern of characteristics that distinguish him from the other of his kind. Personality is the product of many interesting factors, forces, right. In other words, an individual personality composite of his physical appearance, his mental capacity, his emotional behavior and his attitude towards others. Effective teaching and learning are the results of integrated personality of the teacher, right. See, in your experience, I think you have gone through many teachers, you are till now you may remember many teachers, those are favorite of yours, right. If you observe in most of the pre-primary teachers, you will find well experienced teachers, they are more and more friendly towards the child, because that is the stage where the children will enter the school environment and the new, which is the new environment, and they should mingle with the environment and they should start learning, right. So, it is a responsibility of a teacher to make the environment more effectively and friendly, right. See, generally speaking, people do not like a grouchy teacher, right, who cannot control his temper before the class, isn't it? Nowadays, you can see that most of the teachers are more friendly towards the students, and she want to make the class more effectively because she want to reach at a high level of her objectives, right. So, now, ultimately people doesn't like any grouchy, irritating, always tempered teacher, isn't it, right. It is impossible for a teacher with a temper to create enthusiasm and to radiate light and sunshine to those about him. So, the inner tendency whatever in a teacher, she should control her temper and she should control her emotion whatever she is facing, and she should create a enthusiasm and show a radiate light and sunshine to the children, right. People love happy, sympathetic, enthusiastic and cheerful teacher, right. Always there is a always people follow whatever the teachers say than their parents, right. So, the teacher should be always happy and she should show sympathetic and enthusiastic always and a cheerful face, right. Effective learning, teaching and learning are the results of love for the people, sympathy for their internal tolerance and definite capacity for understanding, right. See, some children takes the lot of time in understanding a new concept whatever the teacher is delivering. That time teacher should be have more patience and she should tolerance the students whatever the questions raising by the students, and she should be in a definite capacity for understanding the children and delivering the concept, right. The teacher must therefore recognize that in all his activities in a classroom, he is directly affecting the behavior of the growing and learning organism, right. The process whatever is going on in a classroom, here teacher is the one who is facilitating his activities, organizing his activities. Here you can see it is the direct development of the behavior of the growth and learning organism. Okay. Now, moving forward to the next area, that is 7th area, environmental factors. Even environmental factors also one of the factors that are affecting in learning process. See, physical conditions needed for learning is under environmental factors. One of the factors that affect the efficiency of learning is the condition in which learning take place, right. If the actually we are the factors that learning process always will go in a under a proper environment. This includes the classroom, textbooks, equipments, school supplies and other instructional materials, right. See, in a school and at the home, the condition for learning must be favorable and adequate if teaching is to produce a desired result. Okay. The conditions at home or might be in school, the learning condition should be favorable and adequate, so that the teaching is to produce and desired in a proper way. It cannot be denied that the type and quality of instructional material and equipments play an important role in efficiency of the school, right. Even the equipments, the instructional materials, infrastructure of the classroom also one of the thing that should be in a proper way. See, as per the class growing stage of the children, the benches should be arranged such that the child can sit comfortably and concentrate on the matter of concept, right. If the child feels very inconvenient in sitting, then the concentration always will be on his body, because he faces some inconvenient in sitting, right. So, even the lighting, ventilation, free air of the classroom, these all comes under environmental factors. It is difficulty to do a good job of teaching in a poor type of building and without adequate equipments and instructional materials, right. Even teacher also feels very bored in a teaching in a with a poor building type, isn't it. She want to give more, she want to give the subject more efficiently, but the equipments related to the matter whatever she want to deliver are not available, and the condition of the building may be not is insufficient in supplying the material. A school building or a classroom has no merit when building without due regards to its educational objectives and functions. So, the school building and the classroom should be in such a position that the teaching and the learning process should be go simultaneously in a good environmental and a better process. Okay. Now, here till now we have gone through the 7 factors, the main 7 factors which are affecting the learning process of a child, right. So, let us revise ourselves, let us recall ourselves what we have learned. So, let us self assessment ourselves what we have learned. So, if the first question here is, what are the various factors that affecting in learning language, in language learning? What are these factors? Yes, just now we have gone through all the 7 factors which are affecting the child in learning process, right. Now, coming to the second question, explain the teacher role in learning language process. Even the teacher is playing a major role in delivering the process of learning. She is the facilitator to get the knowledge of the concept. So, she is playing a major role in the learning process, isn't it? Right. I hope everyone understood the concept of today's session, factors affecting learning language. Thank you.